Thank you all so much for being here. I know this is our last concert of the night, so it's becoming a little bit of a late evening, and I'm just so grateful that you're taking out time to be here to support these hardworking students. So we have 3 pieces on the program for you, and I'll talk a little bit in between a couple of them and give you some background on why we're playing it and a few tidbits of information that don't relate to the pieces. So I'll try to keep it brief so I can get you out of here on time. But the first thing I want to do is to thank Mr. Chandler Dickerson, who is our assistant band director. It's his first year here, and he has been absolutely incredible in every way. The kids love him. He is an outstanding educator. He is kind. He is patient. And I am personally just blessed beyond measure to be able to work with him. So he's going to be conducting this first piece. It is How the Grinch Stole Christmas, kind of a medley of different pieces from that original cartoon animated movie. And he will be leading them through that. So if you would give a warm, loud welcome to Mr. Chandler Dickerson and the 8th grade symphonic band. difference from 6th and 7th grade. So I am, this is actually my 3rd year by myself at West Jackson Middle School. So that means that these guys were the ones that I started when they were babies on their instruments. Most of them. Some of them have moved in and some of them have joined late. But most of these guys were with me during that crazy COVID year. Yes, maybe y'all remember that. That was a good time. And trying to do band during that. And the kids have always been gracious and kind to me. And I love this group dearly. So this is filled with all those kids that, when they said, Ms. Griffith, how are we going to do band digitally? And I said, that's a great question. We will figure it out. And here we are. So we have made it, and they are phenomenal. Before we go to our next piece, I want to talk a little bit about that piece. This group played for the school-wide Veterans Day Assembly a few weeks ago, and we spent a lot of time on our Veterans Day music. We wanted it to be perfect because we take it very seriously, and we wanted to honor those folks who have sacrificed so much in the best way that we possibly could. So the Veterans Day music was awesome, and it was well put together, well rehearsed. It was great. And when we finished, I looked at them and I was like, so we've got 2 weeks to learn Christmas music now. And because of that, I only gave them 2 of the holiday pieces, and we're going to play a piece from our Veterans Day concert that we had, so we can show you what we've been working on and give you an idea of how much time that they have put in over the past few months on different things. This is going to be the Marches of the Armed Forces, and Mr. Dickerson is going to read out the branches of the military that we're honoring. If there's anybody in the audience who has served, we would ask that you stand and just let us recognize you and give you applause and let our band honor you for your service. So we'll do that one next, and I'll talk a little bit after that piece. There's going to be a raffle that we're going to announce, and then some kids that I want to recognize after that. So we will do Marches of the Armed Forces. Please stand if you have served in any of the branches that we call. And thank you guys.
Special thanks to all those folks that supported the raffle tonight. I've asked my friend Layla to come up here and choose from one of our raffle tickets, and we'll notify the winner of our UGA cornhole set. There you go. Excellent job. Thank you so much. Layla has picked Ethan Colley. So if Ethan Colley is here, you can take him home with you. Otherwise, we'll call you on the phone. Is Ethan Colley's family here yet? All right, thank you so much. We'll notify him. Congratulations to the family.
I feel bad all the tall people in the room have to crash over this thing. Thank you guys for letting me keep the microphone short. I appreciate that. Okay, our final piece on the program is going to be kind of excerpts from the Polar Express. It's a very challenging piece. It took us a while to put it together, but these guys have done wonderfully with it. Before we do that, though, there's a group of students on stage that I want to recognize. Several of our students participated in the District Honor Band auditions that happened this past Saturday. And what that means is they came to me and they were interested in getting better and trying out for an honor band that consists of all of the best middle school musicians in our part of the state of Georgia. So they have been practicing since September, and they've been working incredibly hard on the materials, which are not easy by any means. And we had our auditions. Several of those students that went to the auditions placed high enough to participate in the district band, which will happen in February. So they will play with other band students from all different counties in our part of Georgia and put on a performance in February after only 2 days of rehearsing. And so that will be phenomenal, and I encourage any parents of these students to make the trip up there and watch these concerts because they're always great. So if you made District Honor Band this year, would you stand up for me if you made District? Let's recognize these students. And anybody can have a seat that did not make that second round cut. If you made the second round cut, stay standing. So what this means is that individuals who are still standing scored high enough on their first audition to be invited to participate in a second audition, where they will compete for a chance to participate in the All-State Band. Now the All-State Band is like District Honor Band, but it is the best middle school band in the state of Georgia. So these students who are still standing earned the opportunity to audition for that band by placing high enough in their first round audition, and they will be auditioning for that in January. So let's recognize them and wish them luck. Thank you. And that was, I know they hated every minute of that. They were shooting daggers at me. Aubrey Sanders on saxophone, Tyler Smith and Maddie Hop on baritone, and Carter Dave on the baby saxophone are those students. So yes, we're very proud of them. Students and parents, our high school directors are so kind in letting us use this facility, and they set up all the chairs for us. They let us use all of the percussion equipment, and they let us have whatever we need. But they have asked us that after our concert, we strike the stage, which means everything that you see on stage needs to go off stage. So if you and your student could hang around for just a second to make that happen for us, and just to say thank you for our high school directors for everything they do for us, I know that they would appreciate the extra help with that as well. Okay, I think that's it. So our final piece is going to be the Polar Express. After that, I'll keep them up here for just a second if you want to take a quick picture, and then we'll start working on getting the stage cleared out. Thank you for being here. Thank you for investing in these students. If you were here in the last concert, you've already heard me say this, but I know how much it takes. I know how much time and money and gas. I know how much it takes for them to do this activity that they love so much. My mom is here, and I can count on one hand the number of performances she's ever missed, whether I was in this chair or at this microphone. So I appreciate more than anybody the support of the parents and the loved ones who make it happen. And thank you for trusting me to provide that musical experience for your kids. They're phenomenal. I love them. I love teaching them. And I can't wait to see what they do in high school. They're getting fitted for uniforms soon if they want to march. That'll happen next week. And Mr. Kilgore, there's nobody better that your child can continue a music education with. Mr. Kilgore is fantastic. So I hope they all continue band in high school. I think that's it. Here's the Polar Express. Thank you guys so much.